Now, go to page 7 of your tutorial and copy down this summary for 1.2. So for basic calculations, I know you've already familiarized yourself with these three triangles, but let's just do a recap. So the first triangle is about number of particles, but first let's fill in the left side of the triangle with mole. The first triangle is about particle. Okay, so the top should be filled with number of particles, and the right side is the Avogadro constant in the unit of 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 per mole. The second triangle is about mass. So mass in the gram at the top and molar mass would be at the right side. Molar mass is the unit for molar mass is gram per mole. The last triangle is about gas. Hence, volume of gas divided by molar volume to find mole. So we have 2 molar volume, which is first in a room temperature would be at 24 dm cube, and at standard temperature and pressure would be at 22.4 dm cube. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight that you're gonna use this formula only to find volume of gas only, not for liquid, not for aqueous. Okay, it's only for gas. So the triangle works in this way. So let's say you want to find the mole and you are given the information of number of particles and Avogadro constant. So you have to divide. Okay. If you want to find the number of particles, you have to multiply the mole times Avogadro constant. So at the side divided and at the middle multiply. So if you are given volume of gas and you need to find the molar volume, just divide the volume of gas with the mole of gas or the mole of anything. So next, these two tables. In order to find the mole for solution, we have two formulas, which are first, okay, this is my abbreviation for mole. Okay, you can write it like this in exam as well. Mole equal to mv, or mole equal to mv over 1000. So what's the difference between these two formulas? So use the first one if you are given volume in the unit of dm cube, and use the second formula if you are given volume in the unit of cm cube So just for your information that dm cube is just the same as liter and cm cube is just the same as milliliter. If you want to change from ml to L, you have to divide it by 1,000. But if you want to change your unit from liter to milliliter, you have to times 1,000. Okay, and the same things go for dm cube and cm cube as well. So let's do the first question. Calculate the relative molecular mass of each compound. You don't have to use the formula of relative molecular mass in here. So just total up the molar mass that you found in the relative atomic mass table. Okay, so the calcium would be 40.1 times 3 plus, okay, this bracket indicate plus, okay, 2, this 2 times 31.0, the molar mass for potassium, plus 4 times 2 for this one, times 16, the molar mass for oxygen. Hence you've got 120.3 plus 190, which would be total up to 310.30 U. Okay, is there any mistake in here? Yes, there are. Okay, remember that for relative molecular mass, you are comparing mass over mass. Okay, so it can be cancelled, so you don't have any formula. Okay. So try the rest of the question up until question 2 by yourself. So the next question that I want to discuss is question 3. So zinc and hydrochloric acid react according to the following balance equation. So A, what volume of 0.1 molarity hydrochloric acid will react with 26 grams of zinc? Okay. First of all, if you've got this kind of question, it is really important to write the relevant information under the compound. Okay, so we want to find the volume for HCl. So can we use this formula? No. Okay, so for solution or aqueous, you can use this formula. Okay, but beware, your volume must be in liter. Okay, so we're gonna use this formula. So mole of HCl is equal to molarity HCl times volume of HCl. So volume HCl is equivalent to mole divided by molarity of HCl. So what information that we've got so far? We are asked to find the volume. Do we have the mole of HCl? No. Do we have the molarity? Yes. So we need to find the mole of HCl first. Okay, in order to find the mole of HCl, you can compare it to the mole of zinc. Okay. So first compare with zinc. So mole of zinc would be mass divided by molar mass. So the mass of zinc is 26 gram divided by 65.4, which is equals to 0.3976 mole. I would like to stress that mole should be in 4 decimal place. Full stop, no arguing. Okay, your mole should be in 4 decimal place. Okay, so we've found the mole of zinc. Now compare it to the hydrochloric acid. So from equation, 1 mole of zinc is equivalent to 2 mole HCl. So 0.3976 mole equivalent to how many moles of HCl? So you need to do a cross multiplication in here. Hence 2 times, let me delete this one first. So 2 times 0.3976 divided by 1, that would be 0.795 mole of HCl. Okay, so now substitute this mole into this formula. Okay, so let me delete this one first because I don't have any space left. So the volume of HCl would be mole of HCl 0.795 mole divided by molarity of HCl, which is 0.1 mole per liter. Okay, remember that this M can be converted to mole per liter or mole per dm cube. Okay, so cancel this mole together. So you've got 7.95 liter. Okay, it's the same with the final answer. Alright, B. So question B and C does not has any reference to question A. So for question B, you are given different information. So for B, what is the mass of zinc? So we're gonna have to find the mass of zinc in gram. Will react with 2 liters of 0.25 molar hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid is now in 2 liters and has a concentration of 0.25 molar. Alright. So let's figure out the formula for mass. So mass of zinc would be moles times molar mass. Again, do we have, the mass of zinc would be mole of zinc times molar mass of zinc. Do we have the mole of zinc yet? No. So we have to find the mole of zinc first. So you have to compare it to hydrochloric acid. Okay. So we have the information of volume and molarity for hydrochloric acid. So clearly we should be able to use this formula. So mole equals to mV. So the molarity for HCl is 0.25 and the volume is 2 liter. So you've got 0.5 mole of HCl. Okay, now compare the mole of HCl with the zinc. So from equation, 2 mole of HCl is equivalent to 1 mole of zinc. So we've got 0.50 mole, which is equivalent to do a cross multiplication, and you've got 1 times 0.50 divided by 2, 0.25 mole of zinc. So now substitute this mole of zinc into this formula. So mass of zinc would be 0.25 mole times 65.4 gram per mole. Okay, so cancel this mole. You are left with 16.35 gram of zinc. Okay, now I want to highlight the usage of this sign and this sign as well, or symbol. So this 3 means equivalent. So it usually will be used when you do a ratio, and this sign means equal. Okay. So please differentiate when is to use this equivalent and equal sign. Okay. So C. Okay. Let's move back to the balance equation. Okay, delete all this information because I don't want you to get confused. So for C, never mind, I just write it down. So zinc solid plus 2 HCl aqueous to form zinc Cl2 aqueous plus H2 gas. For C, how many liters of hydrogen? So we've got to find the volume of H2. Will you make at STP? If you react 2.74 liter of 0.45 molar hydrochloric acid. So this hydrochloric acid has 2.74 liter and the molarity is 0.45 molar. Okay, again, how are we going to find the volume of hydrogen? Okay, which is a gas. So volume of H2 is equal to mole of H2 times the molar volume. Okay, at STP. So we need to times 22.4 dm cube. Okay, do we have the mole of hydrogen? No, but we can compare the hydrogen with hydrochloric acid. Again, so hydrochloric acid is a solution, so you can find the mole by using this formula, mole equal to mv. So the molarity is 0.45 times 2.74. That would be 1.2330 mole. Okay. Just want to remind you guys that it would be easier if you write specifically which mole is that, which volume is that. So yeah, just write it as mole of HCl. So now compare 2 mole of HCl with 1 mole of hydrogen gas. So 2 mole of HCl would be 1.2330 mole. So 1 times this number divided by 2 would be 0.6165 mole of hydrogen gas. Okay, so yeah, we've got the mole of hydrogen gas. Finally, the volume for hydrogen gas can be found by multiplying the mole of hydrogen gas, which is 0.6165 mole, with the molar volume, which is 22.4 dN cube per mole. So now we're going to cancel this mole all together. So we are left with 13.80 dN cube. Class, can you make some correction on the triangle? So the unit for the molar volume of room temperature would be 24 dN cube per mole, and for at STP there would be 22.4 dN cube per mole. Sorry, that was a careless mistake. So now you've got the volume of hydrogen gas. Okay, so make sure the final unit is in the correct unit.